Hello from Mobile, Alabama. I am eating spinach and eggs for my breakfast. Very delicious. So, update on the journey. The journey west, as it were. So I started in Cary, North Carolina. I actually got on the road at about 3:15 a.m. And then I had a couple of stops along the way. I had to stop for gas 3 times, and then I got out to stretch my legs 4 times. One time was in Georgia, near Atlanta. There's a really big farmer's market, so I went and I bought some plantains and some guava as gifts. And then I arrived at Mobile, Alabama at 5 p.m. on the nose, Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. local time. Whew. So, a lot of driving, a lot of praying. There's a couple of moments where I can't remember what exactly it was that happened, but a slight swerve. And because there's a lot of stuff in my car, there's like some weight shifting, and clearly I'm still alive, and so is everyone else that I was passing on the road. I say that flippantly, but I am truly grateful for all of the prayers and, the well wishes and all of everyone, just thank you for keeping me lifted up in prayer, for the hedge of protection surrounding me. I really appreciate that as I'm doing this long journey. Today is a rest day because yesterday was a lot of sitting, so I'm trying to stretch as much as possible, doing some exercising, some yoga, Bible study. I'm gonna go around Mobile a little bit, look at some of the scenic points. Apparently, did you know that Mobile, Alabama has one of the most biodiverse bays in the United States? It's because of all the brackish water that they have, of the mountain water, but the fresh water mixing with the salt water, and it creates all sorts of interesting creatures. So that's cool. Also, Daphne, Alabama is one of 2 places in the world that has this thing called the Jubilee, where randomly, not randomly, it all has to do with pressure changes and weather things, but the oxygen in the water changes in like one area. It varies, but somewhere in Daphne. So there are people that are on Jubilee watch that keep their eyes open for when a bunch of fish just beach themselves. Pretty much they commit fish suicide because the water confuses them because there's like no oxygen in it or something like that. So then people could just come and harvest the fish, and yay. And from what I understand from my dear friend Kat, there's only one other place in the world that this happens, and it's somewhere in China. So that's cool if that is indeed true. Someone can myth bust that if they'd like. But I would like to say, until further notice, that is an amazing truth. What else? I had my first po' boy yesterday. I had a crawfish one. It was fried crawfish. I also had some cooked oysters. Oysters are the best. So delicious. You might also be wondering, what is the history behind this apartment complex that I'm currently in? I'm glad you asked, because the history is that this building used to be an elementary school. And then, I guess it closed for whatever purpose, and then they repurposed it into these very beautiful, lofty places. I would show you, however, I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning first. Well, I was going to clean some dishes. I think it doesn't look too dirty, but And then there's the bedroom over on the other side. Look at that fan. Really like the door too. Really high vaulted ceilings. There's a building being built over there. I don't know if you could see that there's water inside that building. Anyway, so yes, this is my update for day 2 of the journey. Yeah, so thank you for your prayers. Shout out to the Finley family for providing my noble steed for this. Yeah, I will update you guys tomorrow. Da-da-da-da.